Mm-mm-mm. And let's get to Jared Goff. You know, the last couple of years when everybody was like beating their chest that the Lions were going to win the Super Bowl this year, I thought to myself, really? The Lions? They just went like 9-8 and squeaked in last year. Okay, let me see what you guys got. Okay, let me look at that season. Which games did you really look bad in? Let's look at the playoff like games. I said to myself, they don't look really good when they play good teams or teams that make the playoffs and contend for the division titles or the conference titles or even the Super Bowl. They always get spanked by them. And a reoccurring trend that I see is that Jared Goff just cannot play in the big games. He shrivels in the playoffs. His QBR drops from like 96 to like 85 in the playoffs. His accuracy drops. His confidence drops. It's as if the Rams knew why they were getting rid of him. And the Lions, because they're a horrible organization and they just built on freaking sand, they're too stupid to realize that. And they let go of a quarterback that was capable of winning a Super Bowl. And then he went and won a Super Bowl. And now you guys are stuck. Now you guys are stuck with Jared Goff. Did you guys? It makes me think. I'm like, I think this game really goes to show and reinforce the trends that we've seen from Jared Goff over the years. Every single playoff like game in 2023, they lost. The Ravens blew them out. The Bucks beat them. The Bucks in year one with Baker Mayfield at the start there when they were still trying to figure things out. Not the Baker Mayfield of today. The Baker Mayfield and the Bucks today that are dangerous. It wasn't them. They couldn't even beat them. You know what I mean? Then. And then in 2024, the same thing. Playoff like games, they struggle. They absolutely suck. And Jared Goff is a massive factor. And then let's not forget in the playoffs, Jaden Daniels put belt to ass on these freaking Lions. The so-called Lions that before the season, it's like, do we even have to play the season out? They're going to win the Super Bowl this year. They almost did it last year. They're going to do it this year. It's their year. During the season, the hype and the bandwagon kept growing. Everybody kept saying, we'll see you in the playoffs. We're going to win, blah, blah, blah. Going into the playoffs, it was like, do we even need to play the playoffs? It's ours anyways. And then in the first game they play, Jared Goff plays like the scrub he is and throws the game away because that's who he is. You know, I was doing a little bit of thinking, like, what's going on with Jared Goff here? And then I remembered a little thing or two. Over the last like 5, 6, 7, maybe even 10 years now, sports psychology has been a massive thing. We've seen superstars of many different sports hire them and help them overcome their mental barriers. It makes me think, wait a second, doesn't every team have a sports psychologist on their roster or on their pay? Oh, yeah, they do. So you mean to tell me that the Rams spent all this money and probably even more? I'm thinking they probably went to the moon and back, you know, hiring hypnotists, probably doing acupuncture, doing all these stupid things to try to help him get past his mental block. And they probably thought they did a pretty darn good job, right? And then they go to the Super Bowl with him and then they see the same thing reoccur. And they realize there's no fixing this young man, at least not when during our Super Bowl window. We need to do something. And what did they do? They traded him to the Detroit Lions. And for the first time ever, a top lottery pick quarterback was dealt in exchange for another quarterback. And they gave away draft compensation and a backup quarterback. Only the Lions are that stupid to realize that they were getting fleeced. Unfreaking believable. But you know, when you're a terribly run organization that's built on a swamp, you're going to continue to fail, and you're going to continue. Your foundations are continue to not hold up, and before you know it, you're going to be rebuilding. And sometimes, because you guys are dumb and you guys don't realize it, you guys continue to build on the swampland because you know whatever you guys think, you guys know best, right? So you continue to build on that swampland. That metaphorical swampland, even though 500 feet to the right, it's all solid freaking ground. No. We're going to stick it to our way. We're going to stick with the Lions way. perennial mediocrity, man. So it's no secret that I don't think that Jared Goff is that guy. I don't think that after this long since he left the Rams, after 71, 72 games now with the Lions, continuously showing the same trend, I just don't think it's going to happen. I think he's going to fall the same way as Phillip Rivers, Kirk Cousins, Matty Rice, Matt Ryan. Name a really good quarterback with elite stats that never won anything. I think that's where he's going to fall. And it's going to be the downfall of these Lions. The collapse is coming, guys. They're the rerun kings. And I think today definitely, or Sunday definitely reinforced that notion. Oh, wait. Man, these Lions suck.